Hi, I'm Chef Tish Tansil and welcome to another edition of URBANesque Living. Today, we're going to be making a special treat for our gift baskets. Your guests are going to go absolutely nuts over how wonderful these taste. Stay tuned.
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna be good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
Okay, all right.
They might surprise you.
Hey, she took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
Hi, welcome back to URBANesque Living. And today we're carrying on our gift basket theme. We're going to be making some delicious cashew butter cups. Now these are going to be made with freshly ground cashews. So all you're going to need is a food processor, or if you have a very strong blender, you can use that. So we're going to get started on our cashews. In the meantime, I have our chocolate melting, because what is a butter cup unless it's wrapped in chocolate? So let's get started grinding these nuts. Now the nuts don't have to be roasted, and you don't have to add sugar unless you want to. And if you really want to add a little bit more flavor, you can add some chocolate to this. But first we're going to ground these nuts for about 10 minutes to make sure that it's a good consistency. So it's about the halfway point. We have a little bit more grinding to do, but I want to scrape down the sides because in these corners there's some nuts that have not been touched. So we want to make sure that it's consistent. Now you can leave it a little bit lumpy if you like, because some people do like a crunchy nut. So that would give it a little bit more texture. If you want this nut butter a bit looser, add a little bit of oil to it, just a little bit, because a lot of oil will make this into soup, and we don't want nut soup. Although that might be an interesting show to have one day. Okay, so I scrape down those sides, and we're going to turn this on again. Okay, so our nut butter is done. It's nice and smooth and creamy, and it's going to be a great filling for our peanut butter or our cashew butter cups. Now, what I've done is taken some miniature cupcake tins and I filled them with white paper cups. If you have silicone candy molds, feel free to use those as well. But because I'm putting these in a gift basket, I think it would look special to have our chocolate items in these pretty little cups. So what I'm going to do now is take the chocolate that I've been melting, and I'm going to put a dollop on the bottom of each one of these cups, because I want to make sure that the entire cashew filling is enrobed in chocolate. So I'm going to put some chocolate in each one of these now.
No matter what your age, it's important to get your body moving every single day to help keep you healthy.
Look, Mrs. Obama, I'm getting moving right now by jogging.
There's so many different activities you can do, indoors or outside.
Now I'm jumping to get moving.
Just find an activity that you like.
And now I'm dancing.
Good for you, Big Bird. Get moving. It's good for you.
Okay, I cleared up my workstation a little bit because I wanted to make sure that everything was nice and neat. So now I'm going to take our chocolate and put just a little bit into the bottom of each one of our muffin tins. And the reason why I'm putting a little bit into the bottom of each one of our tins is just to make sure that the entire cashew center is completely enrobed in chocolate. Okay, now that I have the bottoms of all of our muffin cups covered with a dollop of chocolate, I'm just going to shake them just to make sure that they're all even and that the bottoms are all coated. And so you have a little time because this chocolate is pretty warm, and so it's not going to solidify immediately. So it gives us a little bit of time to scoop this cashew butter on the insides of our molds. Okay, so now that that step is done, I'm going to take another portion scoop, and basically these are little ice cream scoops. You can find these at your culinary store. You can also find these in the grocery store in the kitchen supply aisle. So I would actually recommend trying to get a collection of these in different sizes, because as we do the show, I'm going to be using portion scoops, and the great thing about portion scoops is to make sure that your product is consistent so that you don't have one that's big, one that's small. They're all the same size. So I'm just going to scoop our nut filling onto the chocolate that we placed in our muffin pans already. Okay, so now each one of our muffin cups has a small scoop of our cashew filling. So now I'm going to cover the rest of it in chocolate. Okay, so now all of our nut filling is now covered with a delicious creamy coating of dark chocolate. So now I am going to shake these. Now I'm shaking these to make sure that not only is our filling covered, but that the entire top has a nice, smooth, glossy look to it. Okay, so now I'm just going to give these a shake just to make sure that everything is covered and that our nut filling is totally enrobed in delicious chocolate. Okay, so now our cashew nut butter cups are smooth and shiny and they're beautiful. But what I want to do is just to make sure they have a little bit extra pop. So what I've done is I've saved some of our cashews, and I'm just going to put a cashew on top of each one as a garnish. Okay, so now all of our cashew cups have a beautiful natural cashew garnish on top. If you like, you can use sugared cashews or you can use a candied cashew. It's your choice. I chose to use a natural roasted cashew on top because the inside of these are natural roasted cashews as well. So that keeps our theme consistent. I'm going to sit these in the cooler now and let them solidify. This is our final product. I've wrapped all of our nut butter cups in clear wrap and tied them with some pretty silver ties. And I found this great gift basket down in my basket collection. This basket is going to be for someone special. Gift baskets don't always have to be full of flowers and dainty. You can make them unusual. Express yourself. Thank you for joining me today on URBANesque Living. Have a good day.